Echoes of Hell, Part 1 Bloodlines and Fire. A demonic world. Mason was on his way home from school when he noticed something glowing in a dark alleyway. He hesitated for a moment but ultimately decided to investigate. As he entered the alley, he suddenly blacked out. When he awoke, he found himself back home, feeling confused. Getting out of bed, he was startled to see a girl around his age standing in his room. Surprised, he asked her what she was doing there. The girl, equally shocked, replied that she was his sister. Mason didn't recall having a sister, but he brushed it off, assuming it was just a result of his blackout. He asked for her name, and she told him it was Ayumi. Mason then asked Ayumi if she would be going to school with him that day. She explained that she couldn't go because she needed to get a new school uniform. Her last one had gotten ripped. He said goodbye to Ayumi and their parents before leaving for school. On his way, Mason met up with his friends, Kyle, Tyler, and Emily. Kyle asked Mason if he had seen the news. When Mason replied no and asked if something odd had happened, Kyle informed him that reporters were claiming demons were appearing around the world and could even change their appearances. Tyler and Emily dismissed it as fake news, but Kyle insisted otherwise. They turned to Mason, curious about his thoughts on the matter. Mason was deep in thought, unsure of what to believe. Part of him felt it might be fake, but he wanted to believe it was true. So, he simply shrugged and suggested they head to school. Upon arriving at school, Mason was greeted by his childhood friend Jason. Mason returned the greeting and asked if Jason wanted to walk to class with him since they shared the same schedule. Jason agreed. Once they entered the classroom, the entire class was buzzing about the news. Normally quiet and shy, Jason seemed unusually excited when the topic of demons came up. Mason had always wondered why that was the case. Curious, he asked Jason why he seemed so enthused.